everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a gel design. We're going to do some stamping. We're going to do some ombres. I have not done gel ombres for forever. I'm not very good at it. But you know, this wasn't bad. This was all right. I've got an ombre brush from No Nails, and that's what I was using to do this. Oh God, I've just walked upstairs. Oh, right. This design, oh my God. This was supposed to be a nice, quick, simple design. And then after this, I was going to do my own nails. You know, because it was supposed to be super simple and easy. No. An hour later. Right? I called this one because I label all of my videos, for me personally. They change as they go up because, you know, people are looking for particular things or whatever. This one is called Stamping Hell, which is very aptly named, okay? So I got some new stamping plates from Smiley's Glitter Store. You may have seen that delivery video that was up at the beginning of January. And I wanted to give the plates a go. You know, new plates, got to give them a try. So this design was to test out the fairy stamping plate that I got. I don't know why I chose these colours. I don't know, I'm feeling very kind of autumnal colours at the moment. I think because everybody's doing the winter colours. I'm like, I don't know. I just saw these colours, these nudes, and I just really liked them. I think recently people have started to appreciate the nude colours a lot more. Because they are actually really nice colours and they're very underappreciated. It doesn't all have to be in your face bright colours. I mean, I love some bright colours. We all know that I do. But yeah, I love these like terracottas, almost, these ones. So yeah, I decided to do it on this. Right. So then when we come to the stamping, and I thought, because it was such a... what's the word I want? The stamping plate, there was no problems with the stamping plate. Okay, stamping plate is fine. It's lovely. There was no criticism of this whatsoever. Okay, it has been a hell of a long time since I've stamped. Gel stamping is still something that is a bit of a... It's not my favourite. It really isn't my favourite. But we all know me. I show you the highs and the lows. So the next part of this video is going to be sped up, and it is the low part of the stamping, right? So I'm trying to gel stamp, and it wasn't... I was using my normal Born Pretty stamping gel was fine. There was no issues, but I was using a new one from Savaland, which is a fluorescent, and the stamping plate is one where it's a okay, here goes my word, layering. I don't know why I struggle with that one. Layering. It's a layering stamping plate. So I thought, oh, that'll be really nice because the gel will sit in, because the first part that you stamp is quite a large area. I thought gel would work better because it'll sink into it. Excuse me. And provide a better stamp, like full coverage. Now, when you're gel stamping, you need to leave it be for a bit. Okay? So some of this, nothing is going on at this moment. You're like going, Shona, did you just wander off? Do we need to call somebody to try and find you again? The answer is no. It's purely the fact you need to let it sit. It's about, 30 seconds or so, just to let the gel settle into the mould, if you like, before you pick it up to stamp with it, okay? So we start the process and we're like, yep, that's all fine, not a problem. Now, because it is gel, you need to make sure you cure it. in the lamp. It will not air dry. The good thing about that, as I remember later on, is that once you've cured it, if you stamp over the top and it goes wrong, you can just wipe over it. Just wipe it off and start again. And it won't affect the stamp you've done underneath. Yeah, you can sense where that one's going, can't you? So I did the whole of this design, and this was all done in the gel. And by the time I got to the end of it, I hated it so much, and I got so peed off with the fluorescent gel that I did, in fact, take it all off. Yep, I buffed it all off, and I start again. But I've left all of this in so that you can see stamping, basically. You know, it wasn't all bad. It feels horrific at this point, you know, I'm not going to lie. I've literally just finished this design, and I thought, right, I better come and voice over it, because otherwise I'll leave it there and I'll completely forget, and as I do. Because what I do is I tend to batch design. You know, like people batch cook, I batch design. So sometimes they kind of all evolve into the same thing. I'm like, what am I doing? Which video is this? So instead I thought, right, I need to step away from my table anyway, because I genuinely cannot bear to be sat there anymore. So I'm going to come and voice over this, get it edited, get it up, and then I can forget about it. If anybody's worried about my cough, thinking, my God, Shona, you seem to have had that for absolutely forever. I really haven't, okay? All the videos that I've done recently that have been uploaded that I'm coughing in have all taken space in about a 2-week time frame. So I have only had this cough for about 2 weeks. It's definitely not the dreaded C word. I've done more tests than you could possibly imagine. If my nose wasn't sore enough from blowing it, it sure as hell is from sticking stuff up it. Test sticks, obviously, not anything else. Shannon, what have you been putting up your nose? Anywho, so yes, it is just unfortunately a cold. And I don't know about anybody else. Like I didn't, when we were in lockdown, I didn't seem to get any colds or anything. And now, when I get a cold, I seem to just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I can't seem to shift them very quickly. Like normally, you know, before the dreaded C word, I'd get a cold and it might be a few days, and then I'll be, you know, back up and off I go. It's like a few weeks, and I just can't seem to. And I think we're just over sanitized now. You know, it's good to obviously to have hygiene. It's good to sanitize, but you can overdo it. And, you know, it's not healthy for your own immune system. You know, bugs and germs and dirt and whatnot, they're good, you know. Let your kids play in the mud kind of thing. Obviously, you clean them up afterwards and all of that stuff. That's not what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I definitely just don't seem to be able to bounce back like I used to. It's nearly time for me to have another Lemsip, actually. And it's just this annoying tickle that I've got, which is fine. So if I'm just sat still and I'm not doing anything, it's not a problem. I don't cough at all. The minute I have to get up and move around, or, you know, talking, things like that, the tickle starts. And once it's tickling at the back of your throat, you just can't help but cough. And then, you know, as soon as you cough, then you have to cough again, and then yeah. It's all good fun. I'm just waffling crap at you because I don't know what else to say about this video. But hey, if you've been with me long enough, you know that this is what I do in my videos. I tend to just waffle at you. Because it makes it more interesting. I don't like music in videos. It's why I don't do it. Because it either sounds like hold music or elevator music. And, you know, every time it comes on, somebody's very like going, "We are sorry for the delay. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line." So yes, that's why I don't. I prefer to talk to you, or sometimes I will go silent because I've genuinely run out of things to waffle about, which doesn't happen very often, actually. I think the last time I had to be silent in a video was because my voice literally gave out and I just couldn't do it. So here we go. This is the fluorescent stamping gel. Yeah, it was all right. The purple worked a damn sight better than the orange. But my God, the faff, the absolute, and it just didn't. Simple as that. It just didn't. I won't buy any more, that's for certain. They were cheap and cheerful from AliExpress. I'm guessing. I don't actually remember buying them at all. So I have no clue on that front. Anywho. Oh, excuse me. There we go again. We're just going to carry on doing these. And like I say, it's a shame, but I do actually wipe all of this off very shortly. But at least I wanted you to see the struggle, that not every time you stamp you pick it up first time. Not, it doesn't work. Stamping is hard, right? And anybody that's going, oh yeah, stamping is just so easy. No, it isn't. For most people, it is an absolute ball ache. And it really is about practice and technique. And I want you to see that. There's too much perfect that goes on in nail videos and editing, and even the photos that are, they're photoshopped and all of this crap. And it does my nutting, because it's not helpful at all. I mean, it's not helpful full stop. I mean, that's why I don't do a lot of Instagram and Facebook and all of that lot. But, because people only show you the best bits. Everything's edited. The world isn't perfect. Life isn't perfect. People are not perfect. Perfect does not exist. It just doesn't. Even the greatest works of art, the artist would look at it and still say, it's still not perfect. It's still not right. I'm still not happy with it. Because perfection doesn't exist. Anyway, that's my little soapbox. I will get off my little box now. But yeah, there we go. So I do those, and then I'm gonna stop here, and we're gonna move on to the next bit. Right, so here we go again. This is the second attempt. I'm using Born Pretty, but this is the stamping polish, not the stamping gel. And I'm also just going to use an OPI nail varnish. Okay, because I do get people, and this is now in real time. Yeah, because people do ask me, can you use normal polish to stamp with? The answer is yes. You look at the speed in which I've got to stamp with, and like this one is a fail, so, move on. But if you look at the speed, and I appreciate the fact the previous video, well, part of the video, that was sped up, right? But if that sped up to double the speed, and that was how slow I was stamping, to now what I have to do... Oh no, this one wasn't fair. This one's fine. You realise how quick you have to go. So this is a stamp. The white one is the stamping polish. So look at the speed. And now you look at the polish and see the speed in which it dries. Okay, because that is very, very important. If you want to use polish, normal nail varnish, it must be highly pigmented. So you need a good brand. Especially the ones, if it says nail varnish... like gel or gel effect or whatever, those are a good one because they're very highly pigmented, okay? But you need to be so damn quick, and you'll see even where I've stamped a few bits, by the time I've come to stamp it, I can't do it. It either won't pick up because it's air dried too quick, I come to regret that in a minute. but that's later on. So yeah, this is why I've left in both parts. I wanted you to see the gel side of things and what it's like to gel polish, and obviously the struggles I was having there. But now I want you to see this side, which again, I struggled with this too. Not because it wasn't picking up, just because of the speed in which it takes. Okay. So that's why I've left that in. And then when we get to the end of the stamping, we're going to come to the top coat, and I have left in there a lovely little snippet where I decide that I don't like that the layer effect on that wing, and I completely forget that that is the polish, not the gel. Yes, you've guessed it. What did I do? I got my acetone to clean off that little bit because I thought, oh, I've got to put that in the lamp now. No, I didn't. It was polish, and I wiped it off. And I then had to come back and re-stamp it. At which point the air was turning blue near my table. My dad walked through the door going, can I just use the washing machine? And he just like took one look at my face and said, I'll come back in a little bit, shall I? I'm having one of those weeks. Yesterday I was putting some stuff in the fridge. I managed to knock a pot of cream that was open because I'd used it the day before, and it went all over my fridge. And I mean all over. I had to clean everything. Everything had to come out. I was already in the middle of cooking dinner, and you know when you just look at it and go, that's just going to have to wait because otherwise I'm about to burn the dinner. I need to sort that bit before I do the other bit. And my husband walked in, and again, he just looked at my face and went, everything all right, love? I'm like, no, I'm trying to cook dinner, and I've just thrown everything everywhere. I mean, the other time, so I am not one of these, I'm not a good cook, right? I do not find cooking relaxing. I find it incredibly stressful. I have to have everything prepped and ready. I need the recipe in front of me, and you back the hell away. Okay, you do not enter the kitchen area whilst I am trying to cook, because I will just scream at you. So just back off. I cannot deal. I just can't. Okay, I'm not gifted in that way. Not that I can't make a good meal. I can, but you've just got to leave me be and let me just do what I need to do, right? So my husband already, when he walks through the door, if it's my cooking day, knows you walk through the door and you back off very quickly, okay? Until I've served it, and at no point is anybody allowed to criticise. Mummy, I don't like that. Oh, what's that? And I will get very angry with you, because the time and the level of concentration and patience it has taken me to make that meal, you will sit there and you will eat it. So the fact that I threw the cream all over the fridge just added to the stress level. 2 days earlier, I was getting something out the cupboard, and a big bottle of red wine vinegar fell off the shelf and smashed all over the kitchen floor as well, whilst I was trying to cook dinner. Thankfully, I didn't cut myself because I was only in my slippers, so this could have gone very, very wrong. But again, the kids kind of walked into the kitchen, and they looked at me and go, oh, Mummy, would you like some help? No. Just no. Just we're like, okay. Yeah, bless them. Poor kids. It sounds, I'm not, it's not like I shout at people and things like that. It's just the concentration of it. It's a bit like, when you sat at your nail table and you're just constantly being interrupted, and then you completely lose your flow and you forget what you're doing, or did I cure that? Have I not cured that? And, anywho, there you go. A little bit of inside knowledge of the workings of my cooking abilities. But suffice to say, I've got to cook again tonight. And I'm really hoping that my stamping hell today is not an omen for what I've got to cook later, because I'm trying to cook new recipes. you know, you get to a point where you're bored of food because you get stuck in this habit of just making the same stuff over and over again. And you love those dishes, but it gets boring, doesn't it? And you need to try something new. So new year, new recipes. The other year I did some of those like gusto boxes and stuff, which was fine until, I don't know, a couple of months down the line, the quality wasn't as good and the quantity didn't seem as big and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So I knocked it on the head. But I like that style of things, right? Everything weighed out and everything. I'm like a Blue Peter project. But I mean, those things, all the packaging and everything, I'm like, oh, my God, no. The environmental person in me that just screams at it going, no, just no. I can do this myself. Just give me a recipe book. I will figure it out. So yeah, new year, try some new recipes, see if we can get some more variety. And if I can lose a bit of weight along the way, that would be even better. Says me, who's just eating a Krispy Kreme donut whilst drinking a cup of coffee. In fairness, you know, I view that as medicinal purposes because of the hell that I just went through. Oh, dear me. Oh, I've just, yeah, that's a complete waffle, isn't it? Well, you know, got to keep you entertained whilst we get through this. I think I've nearly finished this now. And I definitely preferred the second attempt. Let's give that a clean off again. I always worry with the stamping plates that, you know, all you can see is basically up my nose. So hopefully not. And yes, my nails are still an absolute mess because, like I say, I was planning to do my nails. I bought a nice new kit and everything. But yeah, no, just no. Not today. Right, here we go. This is where I make the absolute fail. I don't make you sit through me trying to rectify it. But I will then come back to the final bit to top coat all the rest of them. And then that's it for this video. So as ever, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed my little waffle. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye.